Hello, dear Cancer. I will tell you today's horoscope for September 1st, 2024. A message of love, hope, and fortune awaits you. I know that heaven's blessings come for you. And the message for you on this day is the following. Hello, dear Cancer. I'll tell you today's horoscope. You don't have to spend money on a gym to stay fit. You can always go out and do sports in the nearest park. A very nice moment between you and your parents will happen today. What you're after won't be within your reach so easily, but you'll have strength, wisdom, and confidence, which will lead you to the right process to be able to achieve that goal. If you've just changed jobs, your colleagues will make you feel comfortable. Don't be overconfident with money and don't spend too much, buy only what's necessary. You can have interesting compatibility with people of the Scorpio sign. Don't leave any conversation halfway. You'll do very well in matters of love and with family. Enjoy the moment. To be in good health, you should look for some hobby that cheers you up a bit. You need distraction. Don't forget, Cancer, that each person is unique. You have been hesitating about what you should or should not do in relation to a certain friend who is bothering you too much with his untimely demands. It is a beautiful and noble gesture to help others, but you should not carry their problems on your shoulders, since each person must learn for themselves the value of assuming responsibility for the acts they commit. An outstanding amount of money arrives at the right time, and the expected payment solves a problem that had you somewhat worried and indecisive. Little by little, you will manage to balance your accounts. Keep trying. Your responsibility within your business will increase, and you will feel very good. If you do not have a job at the moment, you may find some opportunity. You could be lucky. Do not think that the advice you are given is against you, rather, take advantage of it, even the criticism. We can learn from everything. You have to be prudent in love, because today it is important that you do not get too carried away. And speaking of love, it is likely that in these past few days some situation of misunderstanding has occurred between you and another person. A reconciliation with a friend with whom you have had a disagreement in the past is predicted. The transit of your ruler is very inspiring. In terms of health, Cancer natives who suffer from respiratory problems or those who have a history of asthma will have a very good day. The only warning is to stay away from places where there is smoke and penetrating smells of poor quality perfumes, as well as strong disinfectants or cigarettes. At work. This is your day for employment and activities. If you are looking for a job, there are real possibilities of getting one, but remember that you must always do your part to not overwhelm yourself with worries and not present a profit at the time you go to your job interview. Money and fortune. A stage is coming in which business agreements, money, and work become somewhat difficult because the people with whom you must deal with these matters assume elusive and unclear positions. Be very careful with your signatures and business on this day when Pluto is entering a little retrograde. Today's astral rhythm. Sexual energy level, intermediate. Cosmic dynamics you should take advantage of, the awakening of your sixth sense, which accentuates your famous Cancerian intuition. Dangerous tendency, focusing your energy on what is not worth it. What you should avoid, confusing a hunch or intuition with a vague or imprecise fear. The best relationship today. This day things will go very well for you with a partner of your water element, such as Scorpio and Pisces. Also with Taurus and Capricorn, who are Earth. The most tense relationship. It tends to arise with Aries. Its current compatibility is good with the water and earth elements, unstable with Aries and Gemini. The universal number. It is 7 in numerology. The totals are reduced to 1 digit. Now I will tell you your auspicious hours in matters of love, money, and business. They are given according to the Eastern European Standard Time, and you must adapt them to your national time. 1:40 a.m. 2:15 p.m. 7:15 p.m. 11:10 p.m. The lucky numbers and chance for you are 2, 27, 37, and 45. The special number for you today, 24. Try to use it in everything you can. Your lucky color is turquoise. The horoscope for September promises an exceptionally successful period for Cancer. A favorable situation will develop because at the same time 3 planets associated with your sign will occupy strong positions in the celestial tape. These are the satellite, the Moon, Saturn, and Jupiter. In this regard, the stars advise you to act as aggressively as possible in the work direction. If you do not agree with something, speak up and take action. In no case tolerate and do not think that everything will settle down by itself. In the sphere of personal relationships, almost every controversial situation will reveal an additional scenario that was previously hidden from you. Use every opportunity to get what you want. A second chance like this will not come so quickly. In general, the period gravitates towards hard and deep work. The more fate gives you, the more you need to work on yourself and help others. During the first 10 days, it will be the most stable period of the first month. Even at this time, there will be a lot of action, but try to focus on planning. If you are in a personal business, this is a good time to try something new, act on your own, and do not take anyone to help you. You have enough time and energy to implement any idea. Do not be afraid of responsibility. The fact that Cancer is emotional and likes to control everything by itself will benefit you during these dates. In the middle of the month, there will be an increase in the dynamics of ongoing events. It will be a memorable time, therefore, the family can plan any event for the middle of the month. This will be executed in the best possible way. During the last 10 days of the month, it will be a time when you must summarize some results, but to a greater extent you will determine new guidelines. The family must make several important decisions. Do what you think is appropriate because it is your responsibility, my dear Cancer. Today, Cancer, you will feel especially introspective. It is a good day to do a self-assessment and understand what you really want and need. You may discover that there are aspects of your life that need change. You will have to be patient. Things may not move as fast as you'd like, but remember, perseverance is key. This is a good day to spend quality time with your partner. If you're single, it could be a good time to reflect on what you're looking for in a relationship. Cancer, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any videos. Today is a good day to abandon the passive aggressiveness you've experienced in recent days and talk sincerely with your partner about your concerns. It's the right time to put aside irony and sarcasm and express yourself from the heart. Acknowledging your fears and asking for support is healthy. Today is the ideal day to put aside all distractions, social media, chats, selfies, and memes, and focus your talent and effort on that pending task. If you approach it with excellence, it can mean a significant boost for your career. Focus all your energy on what really matters. Stay away from temptations, create distance between yourself and those delicacies that threaten to reintroduce sugars, fats, and other addictive and harmful substances into your life, disrupting your metabolism. The time has come to reaffirm your ability to stay fit and healthy. My dear friends, if you like our predictions, help us become even better by becoming a sponsor of the channel. All you have to do is click the thank you button and, with your help, we will continue to grow. We can lose our sense of priority in a flash, and it can take a long time before we realize that we have strayed from the path. A while ago, you made a dubious decision and it took you years to recover from it. Now you are determined not to make the same mistake again, but if you let this worry you too much, you risk reaching another unfortunate conclusion. Nothing distorts perspective like fear. Relax. This way, you can take advantage of the positive cosmic climate and make the perfect decision for the perfect reasons. Good news for you. The planet of communications is direct and combines with the moon in the air element, in a sign before yours. In addition, Venus transits directly through your element. All of this has a positive impact on your love life, social life, and work life. Your intimate issues will be strengthened as both you and your partner increase your mutual trust. Your sensitivity to the needs of others will allow you to understand things that until now have seemed confusing and frivolous to you. If you are in charge of a department or have an important work responsibility, this stage will be very productive. Cancer, you are much more than you think. The problem is that you can hardly believe it. The key is to trust yourself and how capable you can become if you put your mind to it. It is important that you stay away from all those people who only limit you and fill your environment with negativity. Surely in these last few days you have felt different. You feel that something is changing in you, and deep down you know that part of this change is necessary. It makes you feel better, more sure of yourself, and makes you feel capable of doing anything you normally would not do. Congratulations! It's time to successfully make changes in your life because you have the sun in your sign, and today Mercury also enters retrograde. You will have a lot to manage and your relationship with others will be admirable. There is good news ringing in the distance, and if you are waiting for some news from someone who is far away, your sentimental present lights up in a positive way. The longed-for reunion is much closer to you today than in past months. You don't have to start acting indifferent. Follow your heart. It's evident that your heart is still hurt by previous relationships, but don't close yourself off to the possibilities. It's important that you stop thinking and start letting yourself be carried away by your feelings. Give yourself a chance with someone else. Your social life and your friendships are at their peak right now. It's the best time to go out with those friends from years ago. Talking a little about their achievements wouldn't hurt you at all. It's likely that on this day you'll receive a gift from a good friend. The shortest route is not always the best, nor is the longest the worst. The important thing is to get there. Very good news about your health these days. Everything is going well and you have made sure that it stays that way. Avoid spending a lot of time in unhygienic places or under direct sunlight to keep yourself in good condition. Combine your time today in such a way that you can set aside a couple of hours to check job offers on the computer and thus get an additional income without having to leave home. You will succeed in looking for extra money. Be careful with your work environment because you are falling into a spiral of inefficiency due to how distracted you are by a worry. Remember that your love life should never be related to your work life. Focus on doing things correctly at your job. Dreams and more dreams, your intuitions are now being realized on the mental level, and you may have revealing hunches that you should follow to play numbers in the lottery or make some kind of very well-favored investment. You have always been concerned about having good financial stability. It is time to take a break and not worry, as a considerable amount of money will come to you. Use it to give yourself those luxuries that you have never wanted to give yourself for fear of losing that stability. Try to share it with your family. It will be very nice to share your streak of good luck with your loved ones. You should not worry too much about money at this time. At the moment, it is not something that is really needed, although on the other hand, saving a little money for later is not such a bad idea. So try to save some money, but without becoming stingy. Even in this summer season, you are like an ant, Cancer. And in the same way that work is the source of all your daily satisfaction, it is also the source of all your problems. Today you should start to pace yourself a little. There are things that are also very important in life. You are dealing with a lot of issues at once, and this is taking energy away from your day. You must learn from today to delegate responsibilities, Cancer, and don't think that you are the only one capable of doing things well. Your relationship is suffering from this excess of work on both sides. Don't let this distance you and cool your feelings. You are very compatible. You are very skilled at conveying your message and making an impression, whether it is to carry out a project that you like, to reinvent your future, or to quench your thirst for change. You impose your points of view within a family that is supportive of your expectations. Don't go over budget to maintain your popularity, Cancer. You will benefit from a good launching pad to move forward and even launch yourself without delay into a budding project. Exciting prospects will make you smile in an optimistic atmosphere that you must maintain while avoiding losing control of your finances. You are enthusiastic about a project and you talk a lot about it with your family. You cannot sit still and you are happy to share your exciting plans with your loved ones. Do not get carried away by your enthusiasm at the risk of sinking the budget. As a couple, you are delighted with common prospects. You mobilize your loved ones, who respond to your request and accompany you in your approach without you asking them to. If you do not go over the allocated budget, Single, you want to share with those around you an important project that will take your life in another direction or to another place. They will support you wholeheartedly in your achievements, but do not waste money. That is the problem. If you are blinded by enthusiasm and spend too much, you may later regret it. You have no shortage of positive energy to defend a project that brings people together. You are more clear about the state of your finances and the means at your disposal to implement your plans, but keep an eye on your investments and expenses, which are skyrocketing. There is no risk of being alone. Your good humor and energy attract friends, relatives, and new acquaintances to you. It is a good month to go out, socialize, and have fun. Cancer, important dates for September. On the 4th, you motivate your loved ones, you make them want to believe in you and follow you. Rely on your unifying enthusiasm to embark on your adventures and lay the foundations for a project you like. On the 8th, you will defend your arguments eloquently and present your perspectives in a flattering way. You will win people over and establish promising sites. On the 16th, you are getting tired of the routine of a small and narrow life. You dream of breathing fresh air and projecting yourself towards a future full of exciting opportunities. On the 17th, do not commit yourself financially beyond your means. Stay reasonable in your estimates and keep your feet on the ground. On the 29th, don't manage your finances in an overly fanciful way. Excited by prospects that satisfy your thirst for novelty, you run the risk of forgetting the limits that must not be exceeded. A good start to the year is the time to believe in yourself, take a step forward, and involve your loved ones in the adventure. On the other hand, calm your spending spree. Things will come, perhaps not today, but there is a good way for everything to go much better. It is always good to start making sure that what you want comes into your life. You have the way to do it. Don't be afraid to use it. You are a very noble person and, many times, you are guilty of being kind and gullible. For this reason, today you will have to do double work in which you will have to concentrate more of your energies on doing what your heart dictates instead of listening to everything that others say. Listening to others' opinions is important. Always take your coworkers into account and also listen carefully to what your partner wants to tell you. You are in a good time of your life, and you will notice it today. If someone talks to you or tries to make contact with you, either in person or through a social network, give them space to get to know the person they are talking to you a little better. If you decide that you don't want something romantic, then don't give them false hope. Today is a day to test your patience, something difficult for Cancer. If you are single, remember that love should not be pressured, so relax and wait for the right person. Try not to exhaust yourself too much. Take advantage of this day to rest, visit friends, go out for a walk with your partner, or simply watch a movie at home. Don't let someone criticize you without giving an explanation for it. They are likely to feel a certain envy of you, so it is always better to speak clearly and loudly. If you don't have a partner, it's likely that now that you've met him or her, that person isn't what you initially expected and you feel somewhat disappointed. That's a mistake. Nobody is perfect, much less you, and love, at the end of the day, is a bond that is built around a person's virtues and defects, because each one has its pluses and minuses. Try today to start feeling how good you can be if you have someone in your heart. What you feel now is good, Crab. Don't forget that commitment is scary at first, but very soon everything begins to take shape. And this was the horoscope of the day for you. Consider subscribing if you liked it. I hope this reading has helped and brightened your day. Blessings.